Got into logging, I was born into it. My grandpa Collier, he started it in 1964 in a little town called Stylesville, Indiana. Had 4 sons, 1 daughter. Very successful. When the I-70 came into our town, like through it, my grandfather got the plans to put in the timbers for the overpasses and stuff. So that's where it really started. And then he was one of the largest walnut producing sawmills in 3 states around. He was one of the first ones. He invented his own boiler to steam the walnut. That way the sap ring would be as brown as the center. And you could use the whole piece and you wouldn't be able to lose any value at all to the lumber. My dad, his brothers, my dad would head saw. He worked in the woods. He was a timber cutter. Whatever they needed, that's what he did. And then, man, he was gone all the time when I grew up. All the time gone. So, eventually, when I got about 12, 10, he'd be like, hey, you ain't going to school today, you're going with me. You know what I mean? Never really hung out with mom after I turned 18. Always strictly, let's go to the woods, you got to learn this, you know what I mean? So, from about 12 to 13, all the way up till I was about 16, maybe 15, I just walked around, went with him, carried his gas and oil, watched him cut trees, told me where to stand, told me to look up, pay attention. And eventually, he said, hey, you want to run the skidder? I was like, yeah. So I started doing that when I was around 14, 15. I thought I was it, man. And I ran that skidder for probably, 10 years, off and on. And then one day I was like, hey, I ain't running the skidder today. What? I ain't coming to work unless you let me cut timber. That's what I want to do. I know how to do everything else, now I want to cut trees. And he showed me. And I asked him, hey, what do I need? You need your mind and your chainsaw. So, that's what I did. I'm sorry I'm a little bit emotional, but it's a big part of my life. I started cutting timber around 25, 26. He had me notch the tree, bore in from the side, always leaving a trip in the back of my trigger. He made me do that for a year. He said, if I catch you doing anything else, you're never cutting trees again. So I did that for about 9 months. And he came back here and he's like, hey, what are you doing? Don't cut it like this, cut it like this. And he showed me different tricks every time. Different trick here, different trick there. Well, then you take their tricks and the things they show you, then you put your stuff to it to make it a little bit better that you think, you know what I mean? So really every generation comes up with a different way to cut something. My dad would never let me use wedges, never, nope. It sits back on you. Then you didn't judge it the way you're supposed to. If it does that, have your cousin, Big Ed, come over to the skidder and push it over. You don't need no wedges, you need to learn how to tame them. Cut them without them. You do that, then you'll be able to cut any tree out there. So that's what I did. So that's how I become a logger, man. I was born into it. Very hardcore loggers. If you didn't get it, you're going to be made to get it. Get what I'm saying? So, and they didn't believe in sharing nothing with anybody. What they told you, you shut your mouth. You don't tell nobody. There's 10 to 15 people, other logger companies that are around us. So what you know is what you know. We were with the #1 walnut producer around our area. So, and it's fun, man. I've learned a lot about it, but I don't think that you should take your talent and ball it up and put it in your shirt sleeve and don't tell nobody. What good does that do anybody, man? Your talent's worth something. If I can go and tell my followers and people that I love, hey, look out, you're going to get hit, then that's what it's all about. If you watch my videos and it reminds you to look up, pay attention, I've done my job. If you can watch my videos and learn that, that I believe that we are examples to the people in the world. A Christian is an example, not by what he does, not by, you're a Christian by the way you act and the way you treat other people. And if you have a talent that you're supposed to share with people, and you don't share it and you don't use it to the best of your ability, then what good is your talent? The logging is a big thing to me. It's a passion. It's not a job. We take these giants off the earth to use for a resource. Some people think that we just waste the product. There's no waste. We take the piece that we use for the veneer, we take the lumber, and then when we're done with that, we take the top for the firewood. The rest, the brush, is there for the environment, for the animals. A lot of animals use different things. Logging is a big thing. It's a big industry, and it's what built America. Without the timber that we had, what would you have? You wouldn't be living in nothing. That's the way I see it.